Rise and shine, my gorgeous people. We're going book shopping. I am so excited. Right now it's 9 a.m. Barnes & Noble literally just opened. So we're gonna go straight there. I'm going there with my boyfriend. So you know what that means? Limits who? Barnes & Noble hates to see me coming today. I have an idea of what kind of books kinda I want to buy, but I know it's not gonna be 2 or 3. I mean, can you blame a girl? When your man tells you, babe, we're going book shopping, you can get whatever you want, you already know what that means. Limits who? It's only inside of your head. Never that. So, I'm so excited. I'm going to take you guys with me. We're going to document it. I have maybe 3 books that I really want to buy. Hopefully, they're going to be there because there are 3 specific books that I cannot find it. One of them is Yesteryear, and the other one, I believe, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I've been looking for them everywhere and I just can't find them. So let's hope Barnes & Noble finally has them at the store. I haven't been there for about a month. I was on a book ban. I didn't put myself on a book ban, but I did go a little bit crazy last time we went shopping. So finally I'm unbanned, so your girl's gonna go crazy today. Can we just address that I'm dressing up so cute and I'm just going to the bookstore? Feels like I'm going on a date, but I'm not. But I'm so ecstatic, like I feel like I'm so giddy, like a child, because I can literally get whatever I want. Whatever I want. We here. I'm so sorry for screaming, but I love coming here. It's my happy place. I honestly consider Barnes & Noble my second home. As soon as I walk in, that smell, the energy, the people who work there, the books, the new releases, it's just something that I cannot describe this feeling to somebody who does not read or goes to Barnes & Noble, but it's really a happy place. I really used to go to Barnes & Noble a lot back in the day when my other job was stressing me out so much and I wasn't get paid enough, but I remember I would have like extra 15 to 20 bucks to spare, and after any long day, I would go to Barnes & Noble to get myself one book just to make myself feel better, and I could only afford one book at that time. So I would literally spend my last $20 to buy myself a book, and I would be the happiest person. I would literally sit there, cry. I'll spend my evenings there because Barnes & Noble, if you don't know, works from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. 7 days a week. So with my work schedule, that was perfect. I would get off work at 7 and I will go straight here. Baby, I'm home. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Honey, I'm home. Okay, this is the book that I've been looking for. I know Reese Witherspoon has her own book club and they've been eating this book up. They've been obsessing over this book. So many people said it's a 5-star read. So it is a hardcover, which I love. I already read. So Natalie is apparently some social media person who has a perfect family, kids, husband, but things are about to change when she suddenly finds herself in an alternative universe from another century and dark, hilarious story unfolds. I love this. I feel like because I do social media, I'm so curious about reading this. So I know this is probably going to be a 5-star read for me. So this is coming with me. This is another book that just came out. Also, people say it's a 5-star read, but I don't know. A lot of people said it's kind of a crazy book, that it's very intense. From what I see here, it's can you rewrite the script of your life? 2 former friends find themselves thrust into the comedy world in this journey of fate, romance, and human connection. I don't know. It seems like something I would like. I need to think about it. I feel like I'll start with Yesteryear and then I'll get into the blue. But people have been obsessing over these 2 books. I've been seeing so many people getting this book. Is it good? I just want to know, is this good? I know it's a special edition. It just came out recently. I just never read anything by this author, so I don't know if this is good or not. Let me know, because the cover is very pretty. Also, I've heard this and this are very popular summer reads. Don't know. I'm not really a big fan of summer reads. I don't feel like I had a good experience, so I would love to start reading something about like summer romance or summer reads, but I just need something that's gonna really get my attention. I've been seeing people loving this book. It's really pretty, but it's Cold Heart Brimstone. I've seen a lot of people on TikTok reading about this book. I just don't know if it's good or not, but it's thick. A little bit intimidating. Their fates were forged in quicksilver, but they will be fired in brimstone. Is this a second book of Quicksilver? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is pretty. So I'm actually kind of on the mission here because I've been looking for the book named Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I could not find anywhere. So we're gonna go around and ask again. I just know how many people will hate me for this, but I've never read Shatter Me series. I don't know if it's good, but I've heard people going also crazy about these. But I just seen it so many series in this book. It's like 8 books, which is 8 books of what? So I might get Shatter Me today too, just to start it, but it's a series, so I have to stay committed because I keep starting different series of books and I don't finish the series. So I decided I'll give this book a chance. It's called Heated Rivalry. I know a show came out recently and everybody is going crazy for these two guys. I believe this one is Ukrainian and this one is American, which is, this one is Russian/Ukrainian, and I'm Russian, so I know he speaks Russian in the book, so I cannot wait to hear how they describe the Russian guy/Ukrainian in this book as an actual native. So I'm gonna give this book a chance. I know it's the first book out of series, so I cannot wait to start this and give Hockey Romans a chance. So I'm walking around and I start screaming on the top of my lungs. I finally found this book. I was screaming. Everybody recommended me this book. So I believe it's like about this actress where she talks about what's a spellbinding novel about love, glamour, and the price of fame. And the name itself, Seven Husbands, is so iconic. I know this story is gonna have me in a chokehold. So I never actually read novels before, so hopefully it's not too historic, but I'm taking this home with me. So my girl Frida McFadden, I'm still yet to start the 3rd series of Housemaid, but I'm gonna get today Dear Dabby because I've heard that other books of Frida McFadden are also so good. So I'm gonna get Dear Dabby today. It's kind of like a housewives show type of read. So actually I'm super excited for this one. Is this good? I've seen this on Book Talk. I need to know if it's good, but people tell me that it's very intense when it comes to description, and things that are happening in this book are nasty. So I need to know before I buy it. I feel like it is so ironic how I came here so early in the morning, thinking that nobody will be here and I'll be able to record, and there's so many people here. Just so much. Like anytime I'm trying to record, there's somebody behind me, somebody trying to talk to me, or just a bunch of people. You can hate on me all you want, but this section is also one of my favorites. Besides fantasy/romance, I love reading about psychology. I'm so passionate about it. I read this book, Waking Up in 5D. It's so amazing. I've read manifestation books, psychology books, relationship books, and I'm gonna get today Eat, Pray, Love because I've seen movie maybe like 50 times back to back, but I've never read the book, and it's so embarrassing. Like, how did I never read the book? I'm finally having courage to buy it because when I tried it before, the English was too complicated for me to read, but I'm gonna give it a chance. So because I watched the movie, I feel like the book will be a little bit easier for me. But yeah, this is such an amazing movie, so the book has to be even better. I just finished reading If He Had Been With Me, and if you saw my other vlog from reading that book, I was crying, bawling my eyes out, throwing up, how badly it got me. So I know there's a second book, If Only I Had Told Her, from his perspective, but I don't know if my heart can take it. I don't know if I'm ready. Like, this book destroyed me. I was crying for 2 days about the book, and I know this is his perspective after everything that has happened. I don't know. I've heard it's even worse because this one's gonna break my spirit, literally. I don't know if I should get it. Let me read it a little bit to see if it's good. And if it's too sad, I'm not gonna get it. Yeah, no. I almost teared up reading the second book. I wasn't really reading it. I was just like flipping pages. But it has Finney's perspective after the car accident. Like when it just makes me sad. When whatever happened to him, then it has Jack's, his best friend perspective. And then it has Autumn, life after with a kid. And it's just so sad. Like I was just flipping. I wasn't even reading, but just like seeing it, I was like, no, it's gonna break my soul. It's gonna break my spirit. I will not recover. Like I will need to stop reading for 2 weeks just to process everything, because it's just such a sad story. And the craziest part, I'm saying it and I'm about to start reading The Last Letter. And everybody on TikTok gave me a warning that if you think If He Had Been With Me was bad, read The Last Letter. So yeah, I bought The Last Letter about a couple of weeks ago. So that's gonna be my next read. Pray for me. Just pray for me. Also, because I just starting to read and I just became a part of a book talk community, I want to know if this is good. I know it's a series, so Powerless, and I believe Powerful, Reckless, Fearless, Fearful. It is a very pretty book, I have to say. But I did hear that this book gets you out of reading slump because it's like Fourth Wing. It gets you hooked. Ironic enough, I haven't read Fourth Wing, I haven't read Powerless, I haven't read fantasy that much. So I need recommendations. Should I start with this or should I start with Fourth Wing? I actually really want to start series Once Upon a Broken Heart, but I don't like this dark edition. I like the original one, which is pink, kind of like fairy tale edition. This dark one, I don't like it. I don't like the cover. It's not pretty to me. So I'm gonna wait till they release the other cover, which is the pink one, or I'm just gonna order it from Amazon and I'm gonna start the series. Once Upon a Broken Heart. I believe it's 3 books, so I heard good reviews about that one. All of these, I have not read this one. I have not read that one. Honestly, I haven't read any of these books. I need recommendations because I get bored easily, and if it's too complicated, I also can ditch a book. So okay, y'all, I know you guys are obsessing over Acotar, but I've never read it, so I need an opinion. Should I get a set or should I just get one book and start with that and see how it goes? Because it's just crazy how the whole America is talking about those series. I know we're about to approach fall, and Sarah J. Maas is releasing another Acotar book. Believe it or not, I've never read Acotar in my life. Not Crescent City, not Acotar. I have not read any books by this author at all. And I don't know if I should start, but it's so many books. Which I'm not intimidated by it. I just want to know if it's worth it for me to start. This looks cute though. I might get Acotar today, number 1. I'm not going to get a set because I want to see if I like the first book. And then if I like it, I might start reading right now. And by November, I might be done with everything and I'll be ready for the next book. I know this is other books of hers, which kind of related. This is A Throne of Glass. It's a series of so many books. And then there's The Crescent City. I don't know. I feel like I should start with Acotar just because it's, I don't know, it seems a little bit better. I promise I'm gonna start Fourth Wing soon. I can't believe I keep saying I'm gonna start Fourth Wing, and then anytime I go to Barnes & Noble, I look at the shelf devoted to all the dragon books, and I'm just so like hiding my face because I keep telling that I'm gonna start, and I don't know why I postpone it. I feel like I'm gonna love it, and then I'm gonna regret the fact that this book's been sitting on my shelf for like 2 months since I bought it, and I still haven't started it. And I know it's such a good book when it comes to dragons, and they're coming out with a series. Okay, we're in romance section, so I just recently bought this book. I bought this book. I actually just finished Life Hypothesis, but I had a special edition with sprayed edges. To me, it was really good towards the middle and end. The beginning was a little bit too slow, but it is a good book. It's really good for somebody who just started into romance. So I do recommend this book. I also just bought this one. I really want to try this book. At first I saw it, but I thought it's going to be a little bit too slow for me. But from what I've heard on social media, it's a really nice movie-like comedy slash romance, fast-paced, and it's not boring. And I know it's a 5-star read from all of my favorite book talkers. This is one of their most favorite books, so I might give this one a chance. Also, I have not started Windy City series. Never read them, but I might give it a chance. I really want to try this one. Also, I know this book is kind of like a hockey slash smut, but I've already took Heated Rivalry, so I don't know if I'm gonna take this one. I can't believe this week I'm gonna start this book. I believe she's the same author for The Fourth Wing, so it has to be good, but I'm preparing myself mentally for this. I want to get this book. I've heard amazing things. I know it's a funny book. It's a funny romance, and it actually can make you laugh. So I might get Funny Story. I heard this one is good. Let's see. I know this is a spicy book, but I have not read it. I really want to start this series also. I know it's 3 books, Things We Never Got Over. This might be my next read as well. I actually came here to get the book. I believe the name of it is The Deal, because a show just came out based on those series. And I just found out they sold the last book of The Deal, the first book in the series, to the girl who was behind me. She got the last book, and then if I want to get this book, I need to either pre-order it to the store or I need to wait, which is crazy because this show just came out. Everybody loves it. I know I keep saying that, but I also watch so much TikTok, so much YouTube, and so much Instagram, so I do kind of listen here and there what kind of book is a good read, is a 5-star read. And The Deal right now is on the top of the list, and they sold out. They completely sold out. Like, this is where the book The Deal was sitting at, and they sold all the copies, so it's just empty here. I should have been faster. The craziest part is that I kept seeing this book and I thought, oh, it's probably something boring, some kind of sport romance. But now, how they already sold all the copies. That's why I'm getting Heated Rivalry, because I found a couple of books here at the store. I'm gonna start reading it, and then I'm gonna start the show, because Heated Rivalry, The Deal are kind of similar hockey slash sport romance. And I don't know, I feel like I need to give it a chance. I can't be too specific. It's too many books out there that are so good, and I just don't buy them because I'm overthinking it or thinking I'm not gonna like it. And now I'm finally open to getting a sport romance, and they sold all the copies. I really like the cover of this book, but I know it's also a series of Windy Cities. I know it's a spin-off. People either love this book or hate this book. I would have bought it if I read the series, but I guess this is the series caught up. Rewind back. Seems good, but I don't see the first book. Like, I want to start, but I don't see the first book. I really want to start, but the books are so thick. It's like 900 or 800 pages. This is the first book, I believe. Like, it's heavy. I can kill somebody with this book. They're just so thick. I just wonder, what do you have to say for so much? Like, what do you have to say? With these type of books, I really want to ask the author, what are you talking about for so long? But I might start. I might come back for you. I literally just finished this book, and I have a lot of thoughts. I did not like the ending. The plot twist was good, but the ending was... it could have been better, respectfully, because we started off strong and we finished really weak. I just finished also Perfect Divorce. If you watched my other video, I started The Perfect Divorce, and only now I realized there's a Perfect Marriage, which is the first book, so I started backwards. So this is the book that I just finished. It's good, but I had so many questions because I have not read the first book. So now I got the first one, but the second book was also good. I actually expected it to be a little bit more scarier, a little bit more drama, but you know, it was good. It was still good.
Look at this. Look at this. So let's start first things first. The very first book that I got is actually Heated Rivalry. I cannot believe that I got this book because you don't know how many times I will walk past Target, Barnes & Noble, any other bookstore and see a whole section devoted to sport romance, hockey romance, and this book is number one right now. And I would always say I would never, I don't like it. I personally never really gave a chance to sports or hockey romance. I've always thought I would never like it, but after hearing about this new book that just not a new book, new show that just came out, I think it's called The Deal Off Campus series. So it's also a sports romance, and I actually came to the store to get The Deal out of the Off Campus series books, but they were completely sold out. Now you have to pre-order or wait. There's a whole waiting list for this book. So this is just crazy to me. So I was like, you know what? I need to jump on this ship. I need to start getting really deeper into sports/hockey romance and get out of my comfort zone, because there's so many 5-star read books that I have not read because of my preference, but it's not regularly your type of book or your genre. Just give it a go. Just give it a chance. So I'm following my own advice and I'm starting Heated Rivalry. I only got one book. I know it's a series, so I'm just gonna give it a chance with the first one. I'm gonna take it easy, not go too hard. But I know there's a show also based on this book that recently came out, and that show, when I tell you, had the whole TikTok and Instagram in a chokehold. So before I even watch the show, I feel like it's the right thing to do to just start the book. Plus, what really got me into it is the fact that this guy, Ilya, I think he's Ukrainian or Russian, and I'm actually Russian, so I cannot wait to see how they describe this Russian hockey player in this book. I need to see. And from what I heard, he also spoke Russian here and introduced this other guy to the Russian/Ukrainian Slavic culture. So I need to see what the hype is about. I cannot believe I actually finally found this book. I was screaming from the top of my lungs when I got it. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. You don't understand how long I've been looking for this book. I couldn't find it anywhere. I went to Target. I went to all these bookstores that are cheap ones. I also went to Barnes & Noble multiple times. And finally, Barnes & Noble restocked all of their sections. And they have a whole section devoted to this book. That's the funniest part. I have no idea what this book is about. I believe it's about some actress, about her glamour life. But what really got me is the 7 husbands. So it has to be good. And from what I've heard, Evelyn Hugo is not a real person. It's a fiction made up character based on like Elizabeth Taylor / all these movie stars back in the day. And she talks about, you know, the good and the bad of all of her marriages, the Hollywood career when it comes to acting, Los Angeles, just everything and more back in the day in such a beautiful language with all the tea, all the gossip, just straight to the point. Next book is Summer in the City. I've been looking for this book for actually about a month now, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And finally, Barnes & Noble got a very special edition of this book, because at the time when it first came out, they had hard copies, and it was almost everywhere you go. Target, Walmart, Barnes & Noble. And now, I guess they stopped ordering them that much. But recently, Barnes & Noble finally got another copies, and I'm so glad it's actually a special edition, because when you open it, it's such a New York style book with the taxis, with the streets, with little hearts. It's just everything and more. And I know it's like a cute little romance in New York City with that billionaire and this girl who I believe she either writes books or makes movies, something like that. And the whole storyline of fake dating with that billionaire, I just know I'm gonna love it, because I feel like I need a small, easy type of good book when it comes to romance. And this one, I feel like I just know this one's gonna be a 5-star read for me. And the next book is actually Dear Dabby by Frida McFadden. if you watch me for a while on social media or YouTube vlogs, I actually just finished Housemaid 1, Housemaid 2, and I'm about to start reading Housemaid 3, which I've heard it's not as good as the other books, but I'm still gonna read it because Housemaid was so good. So I'm gonna give them a chance. I'm gonna read the third one, no matter what the TikTok says. So I decided while I'm still about to read the third book of Housemaid, I really want to read other books of Frida McFadden because she's such an amazing author. And the way she just puts her words and gets straight to the point and always gets you confused, thinking that you almost got it, like you know what's going on, and then you just don't got it. You thought you knew who was the evil, you didn't. The plot twist is plot twisting when it comes to this girl. The plot twist is plot twisting. So I decided to grab Dear Debbie because from what I read in the back, it's giving very much of a The Housewives show type of vibe. If you ever watched The Housewives, I've actually never watched The Housewives. I just watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes and that's it. But I do like the aesthetic of that suburban family life, gossip, mystery. The husband is cheating, the kids are being crazy, like all of that. And this book is actually that. The time has come. I finally got the perfect marriage, because if you watch my other vlogs, my book shopping or my reading vlogs, you know that I actually read those series backwards. I read The Perfect Divorce thinking that's one single book and there's no series. But then as I was reading the book, I was so confused on the plot. I was so confused. I had so many questions, and I finished the book and I was like, what was that? What did I just read? And then when I was in Barnes and Noble the other day, I noticed that they actually have Perfect Marriage, and apparently this is the first book in the series. So it's the Perfect Marriage, then it's The Perfect Divorce. So I've read it backwards. I know it is super stupid, but I've made this mistake before, so I'm not surprised. So finally I'm gonna read it in the right order. I already know how the book is gonna end, obviously, by reading the second part, but I'm actually curious about the first part, because I thought the second book is about, remember, the wife was defending her husband in the trial against his mistress being killed. So I thought the second book was going to be about that. But because I read it backwards, this is finally going to give me the answers I need. I finally got this book. I have a lot of things to say. Number one, I did underestimate this book by the cover, because I saw this book a couple of times recently, a lot, because it just got released. I've seen it and I was like, it's probably about some countryside romance or cowboys. No shame. I just never read any cowboy romance, if you cannot tell, so I didn't really look forward to it. But when I actually stopped by the shelf with this book, I've read that this book is actually about this girl who's a social media influencer. She has about 8 million followers. She has a husband, she has kids, she has this amazing life, right? That is not really real, it's really fake, and it's very much for social media just to show off, but in reality it's not any of that. So life, I believe, somehow throws her back in a day in either 1800s or 1900s, where she's being tested out. How she would be in her marriage, how would she be as a mother, how would she live without all these modern technologies, social media. So it's actually really interesting. And I've heard from Goodreads, it's a 5-star read. This is your reminder, don't judge a book by its cover. Ever. Not people, not actual books on Barnes & Noble. Because I walked past this shelf and I didn't even want to look at it until I accidentally stopped by and saw social media and the whole plot twist. I'm like, this is it. I'm so glad I bought it. So proud of myself. And the last book that I've got today is actually Eat, Pray, Love. I've watched this movie 50, if not 100 times back to back. So many times. I love this movie. It always kind of lifts me up, and I love watching this movie if I'm ever going through a hard time or a breakup or something hard in my life. This movie and this book is a good reminder of, it's always about you. It's about you. It's your journey. It's about you getting better. It's your life. And the whole movie, if you ever watched it with Julia Roberts, if you've never watched Eat, Pray, Love, don't walk. Run. Just run and play it. I think they have it on Netflix or HBO, and please watch it. I've actually never read the book. I've heard the book is actually better, but at the time I just moved to America from Russia, so my English wasn't that good, and
when I first started reading it, I was like, yeah, no, I don't understand what I'm reading. So finally, after being in America for a couple of years now, and I've watched movies another 50 times, I'm ready. I'm actually excited because I think the book is gonna give me more juicy plot, because just her whole journey of rediscovering herself through going to Italy for food, then going to India for spirituality, then Bali for love, and also understanding and acceptance of who she is and all of her, you know, insecurities when it comes to relationship. Like this whole book and this whole movie is literally about her. It has nothing to do with men, it has nothing to do with work, jobs. It's more about you following your heart, learning more about yourself, taking care of yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically. And it's just so good because I'm very about meditation, spirituality, journaling, and traveling. So this movie is so good. I can talk about it for hours. So finally I'm getting the book. I've actually never seen it in person, so it's actually cute. It's actually so cute. So this is it for my reading journey. I got a total of 7 books, thank God. Thank you to my beautiful, gorgeous boyfriend. So he got me those books today. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to put them on my bookshelf and start reading. I feel like the first book that I'm gonna start out of all of these books will be The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, just because it was the most anticipated read that I've been waiting on. And as soon as I finish it, I'll probably finally start the hockey romance, which is Heated Rivalry, because I'm actually excited. I want to jump on that train to find out what the hype is about. I need to give it a chance. I feel like it's gonna be my new favorite genre, so I'm super excited for this chapter. I've also just recently, if you watched my video, I finished 5-day 5 books challenge, where I finished 5 books in 5 days, and you can watch it on my channel right now. I just uploaded. It's about an hour long, but it's so funny and so juicy with all the books that I've read, and I'm super excited to start these books. I've been looking forward to most of them, so it was such a fun trip to Barnes & Noble. I got everything I wanted. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next vlog.